It's been a really brilliant experience working collaboratively with Talon on the EC1 project and really understanding how Old Street Roundabout fits within the wider media mix. And it feels like it's been a really successful campaign, I think.
Well, the campaign's been performing really well. The client's really pleased, and Old Street is obviously the kind of the pinnacle of that. The objective behind the YouTube Out of Home campaign was always about increasing awareness of YouTube as a content channel and increasing awareness of the beacons, the content creators on YouTube that are really driving viewing on the channel. Old Street really lets us tell that story about the beacons and do that in a really engaging way.
And as part of the EC1 domination, I think it's brilliant the way that we've used a lot of different touch points. So we've obviously got the big iconic brand piece on Old Street Roundabout itself.
Sure.
But I think the D6s in the underpass and the analogue sites have really meant that it feels like we've had a real ownership of this area.
For sure. There's a real sense of takeover here. Everywhere you're looking, you see a YouTube ad, and the D6s in the walkway are an integral part of that, as well as the billboards surrounding the roundabout itself. You really do get a sense of takeover.
It feels as though Google are becoming real brand ambassadors, I guess, in the out-of-home marketplace. And really interesting, I think, when you consider that we are such an old-world medium and they are using it as a real platform to kind of engage consumers and showcase some brilliant content, I think. And I guess becoming more of an important part of their wider media strategy.
Yeah, I think that's true. Out-of-home is always a strategically important channel for Google. It lets us reach people who are on the go, and Google's essentially a mobile company, and people are using their smartphones on the go more than anywhere else. You can see by the work that we've done this year that Google really places a lot of importance on out-of-home, and innovation out-of-home is particularly important.
I love the way that YouTube are making creators of content the hero of their campaign. And it feels really relevant, I think, in EC1 because nearly half of all the audience passing Old Street are actually under 30. So I think for me it feels like a really interesting way to kind of engage a really relevant audience.
I think you're right. The YouTube beacons are definitely the heroes of the campaign, and YouTube is using them to essentially remind people about all the quality content that's on their channel. The audience in this area is unique, as we know. It's full of young people who are creative, working in dynamic industries, they're involved in tech, and this is exactly the type of audience who's going to increasingly be using YouTube as a place to watch online content.
And I think it's been really smart the way that they've kind of adapted the copy and the different creators, the content creators over the course of the campaign. So we've had kind of a bit of cosmetics and beauty, some more fun stuff with slow-mo guys, which I think was really cool. So some time-lapse, over 200 bits of copy, and we also had Vice, which I guess was kind of interesting from a sort of dynamic and live news perspective.
Absolutely, and that's the beauty of digital out-of-home, that we can actually showcase different creators and different pieces of copy and really tell a story over a period of time. There's thousands of content creators on YouTube, and in Old Street we're able to kind of transition between those and tell the right story at the right time to the Old Street audience.
Google have been using the space, I think, in a really innovative way. With the slow-mo guys, we actually ran over 200 different bits of copy with the idea of using it in a time-lapse to create the idea of movement.
So that execution is one of my favourites. It's a really innovative use of the space, but it really tells a story about slow-mo guys and what they do online, and we've translated that to digital out-of-home to put that in the heart of one of the most exciting areas of London. The content that we've captured from that event is actually being fed into an online film that we're editing at the moment. That's going to be pushed out through social media, other Google-owned channels, and it's a really nice way to engage an audience that we know is using YouTube and other social media platforms to view content.
Our EC1 project is well underway. It feels as though we've had some really exciting content to date, and as I understand, there's lots more of that still to come.
Yeah, this year we're going to be running a series of different campaigns on this site, and it's a real opportunity to keep engaging this audience with fresh ideas and fresh content. We're looking forward to the next phase of the EC1 partnership. I think there's a lot of exciting things to come.